all of the best directors in the world. Every single one of those movies is at least written. And this guy goes, you know what I'm going to do? And shits all over a piece of fucking paper and makes this.
Mud, why did you see this?
The poster.
Okay. So McConaughey back-to-back did Serenity and this?
Yes.
This is fresh off the McConaissance, too. You know how Rome wasn't built in a day, but it fell in one?
Yeah.
Fucking
The
McConaissance.
McConaissance was over.
Whole booby.
Wow. Okay, Rome's back up. Rome's
Yeah.
rebuilt. If he's a beach bum, why is he having threesomes on a boat like a rich guy?
It gets explained.
Okay. That's my guitar. Deadass. It's exactly the same.
Dude, it's the same prop from the movie.
Snoop Dogg!
He's playing Ray, a.k.a. Lingerie.
So much of this film, actually all of it, is just establishing that he is a beach bum.
Oh, he's going home to his
Can it-
mansion.
Can it do something else? Is this where it does something else?
No, this is when he meets Island Fisher.
Ah, on an isla.
How did that shot go from that to that?
Why are people attracted to him?
He's an alcoholic dad. Grandfather at this point.
This is like the perfect example of Ian's problem of no one should be attracted to Matthew McConaughey.
Look at him!
His hair. Jesus, take a shower.
His hair, his face,
I know.
everything.
He has a threesome every other scene. He's making out with Isla fucking Fisher.
They're married.
They're married?
Yeah, they're married. She's having an affair with Snoop Dogg. But he's also banging everybody in the Florida Keys. So, like, it's fine. You guys paying attention? He's eating her out
I
while
know.
she's getting a pedicure.
I'm ignoring it.
Mud, what the fuck is this movie?
I don't
Terrible.
know, man. To be honest, I've forgotten 90% of it.
Is he tasting Snoop Dogg's dick?
Yeah, absolutely. Why does this taste like weed?
Dearly beloved. No, I wouldn't say that shit like that.
So in this universe, there's no Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
Otherwise, everyone would say, wow, it's just Snoop Dogg.
Lakeith Stanfield's Snoop Dogg in this universe. Why is he dressed like Guy Fieri?
Guy Fieri's name means Guy Fiery, which is what he is. He is a joint that's lit. I get it. Good subtle imagery.
Is he touching his wiener?
They're touching
Yeah.
dicks.
This movie's not funny.
No, it's not.
Is it supposed to be funny?
Yes.
Is that comedy?
This is a comedy.
What? I got a time check. Oh, dear God. I thought we were like a third in. It's
No,
been
God,
15
no.
minutes.
Less than.
Oh, my God.
Are they fucking in a kitchen? Oh, this is such a good movie.
Get it? It's because he
Wow.
has sex.
Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if we turned this off.
And everyone's just watching and they're into it.
He's still like a hobo who looks like a fucking drifter who's
This
never
is
showered.
like a 14-year-old's like idea of what sex is like.
Fucking moon dog. Good morning.
They're just playing a Snoop Dogg song in the background.
They're playing the instrumental to Gin and Juice.
Who wrote this song in the context of the movie?
Lakeith Stanfield, I already told you.
Lingerie. It's his song, Juice and Gin.
15 nights and 39 ladies.
He just said Snoop D-O double G.
He did. This is just a Snoop Dogg song. That is a large joint. Bring it back on screen, Snoop.
Remember Lil Wayne's song 7 Grams in the Blunt?
Almost drowned in a pussy, so I swam to about it's east side. We in this bitch, wishing wood like a tree in this bitch. I stopped. Who directed this?
It's the same guy who made Spring Breakers.
That movie's not good either.
And he was inspired to make this while making Spring Breakers.
Yeah, you know what? He shouldn't be inspired to do anything else.
The insidious mastery of song has betrayed me back once again.
McConaughey's performance received near universal praise.
He's the worst.
He's the worst part.
He's the whole movie so far, by the way.
Yeah, he
the worst
is. He's
part.
going to continue to be the whole movie.
He looks like old, dead, drunk Woody Harrelson. What's the worst movie Mud's recommended that isn't this? Because this is the worst one.
Dredd. Judge Dredd.
Wow, Judge Dredd is pretty bad.
But Judge Dredd's not offensive.
Offensive to fans of movies. Scenes are really repetitive.
Every scene's been this.
Pretty much.
He smokes weed, he fucks. Snoop Dogg fucks his wife.
No plot progression.
He went to a wedding like that?
Yeah. It's called white trash.
This is like below white trash. I know white trash people that would actually dress up for a wedding. What's great about Serenity is that everyone tried. Everyone involved in Serenity thought they were making a great movie.
Yeah.
This one, it just feels like he's lazy.
This feels like they wanted an excuse to just go hang out in Florida for a couple weeks, and they're all just half-assing their scenes for the producers.
Even Isla Fisher's not doing a good job.
Do you have a script? Yeah, I have this one scene I've rewritten 10 times in a row. We can just piece that together into a vignette of scenes that are all the same. and then we can shoot it, and we'll go to the Florida Keys and have fake sex with girls, and then probably have some real sex off camera.
Real sex on camera, sell it to somewhere else. Nothing's happening. They're just dancing and smoking and fucking. Wow, what a good movie. So fucking great. All of the best directors in the world. Every single one of those movies is at least written. And this guy goes, you know what I'm gonna do? And shits all over a piece of fucking paper and makes this.
They didn't even show the car accident?
He's not even hurt.
That would require a budget.
He just got in a very serious car accident and he's fine.
Head-on collision.
Yep. No scratches, nothing.
Oh, she's perfect!
She has makeup on!
She has a dot of blood next to her lip. That's exactly what happens when you get in a head-on collision with a car.
Look, man, they only had one ketchup packet for this scene. They had to use it sparingly.
Oh no, she died. How?
Oh, she died?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. She's in a third of the film. Way to market the film with her on the poster.
Look at that joint.
Yeah! Big joy!
Snoop felt so bad for him, he's like, here, you get this.
I fucked your wife, but you can have this. He's writing the script for this movie right now.
And then I have sex with 18 women?
No, he's like EFFGGG.
Monkey writing.
If you give a monkey a typewriter, it fucking sure enough will make Shakespeare
No,
eventually.
they did that, and they destroyed the typewriter. It was great.
Dude, they tried doing that and they canceled it after 3 months, and people were like, what part of infinite time do you not understand?
I don't get it. Was he successful and rich?
No.
No, his wife was.
Why did she marry him and give him money?
Because he's just got such great
He's
dick energy.
so good in bed.
He's Matthew McConaughey. He's so attractive, and there's nothing wrong with his character.
He doesn't wear pants in court? In fucking court?
Nope.
In a courtroom
Yep.
with people from court.
I'm gonna have to call the suicide hotline after this one.
Oh my god. Time check.
40 minutes.
What the fuck? We're halfway.
Halfway. Nothing
I
has
thought we were
happened.
almost over.
I'm gonna develop a drinking problem.
I feel like if it's a stoner comedy,
It's not.
then, well, it's defined as one. If it is one, then a man who is high wants to see this movie. They watch it and they just zone out most of it, maybe.
Mud didn't mean it wasn't a stoner film. He said it's not a comedy.
Ah, understandable.
It would have to be one of those people that's just like weed is their entire personality.
Even then, I know people who really, really like to smoke, and they'd be like, this is shit. I don't hate Zac Efron. However, when I think of staple douchebag, that's what I think of every time.
Mud, because of this, my next 5 picks are Transmorphers again.
His wife died.
Yeah.
That's it. We're 50 minutes in, and only his wife's died, and nothing else has
He's
happened.
trying to write a book.
He's trying to write poetry.
He's trying to write poetry in a book like you would 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, Google Docs is way more convenient.
I like your swagger, Captain.
Really? He walks like a fucking old man. What are you talking about? I guess he walks just like you because you walk like a fucking idiot.
It's prime mating season. Seaweed is an aphrodisiac.
This is the first non-Bad Boys Martin Lawrence I've ever seen.
I'm sorry.
He needs to be in just Bad Boys.
Fuck, that dolphin got teeth! Oh shit, where's my foot?
Why is it playing like wah, 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 wah?
Because this movie has no sense of what it's doing.
I know, like the tone is just way,
There is
way
no tone.
bad.
There is no tone.
I know, it's picking whatever it wants from other things that are various genres.
Like, I imagine that the director and writer of this film was much like Moondog, just fucking around Florida doing various drugs, writing, and he did not bother to check to make sure that, like, the script was coherent. It's not like he's an in-demand director. Spring Breakers came out years ago at this
2012.
point. Yeah, exactly. So it's not like he needed quick turnaround to capitalize
Hold
on
on,
anything.
he had 7 years?
7
between
years.
movies? Holy fuck.
Like, what was he doing? If you cut out all the scenes of them just dancing to music, this movie is probably less than an hour long.
Where the fuck you been, man? You look like shit.
Yeah, now he looks like shit. Yeah, all right. I see your bullshit, Snoop Dogg, spelled with an I and also a C, not the words.
Is there any progression in this whole film? He's learned nothing.
It's as if the character was Snoop Dogg and someone involved wanted them to play a regular guy and they changed it.
Makes less sense that he's a regular guy.
I'm looking this up. The role of Moondog was written for Gary Oldman, but he turned it down.
I wonder why.
Why would he turn a movie like this down?
Gary Oldman! One of the most talented men ever!
Can you imagine?
No, I can't!
Oh my god.
Ever.
So, I'm right.
Really?
I didn't know how right I was. Snoop Dogg decided that rather than play himself, as written in the script, he needed to take on a new character.
Snoop?
But they didn't change anything about the character that Snoop Dogg plays, which is just Snoop Dogg.
He should have just been
He
Snoop.
should have just been Snoop. That was Snoop's decision. I thought it was like
Why?
a producer's decision.
So the movie was written for it to just be Snoop Dogg.
You can definitely tell now that you're looking at it. Holy shit.
I wish he crashed the plane and the movie ended.
You guys remember when you were happy that this movie was only an hour and a half?
No.
I think it's an hour and a half too long.
I don't remember when I was happy anymore.
Just in life.
God, I'm so happy I made Ian suffer with this. It's one of those movies where people like making it are like probably like, oh, I'm sure it'll all make sense once I see it all together. And then they see it all together and they're like, wow, this was a waste of time.
Although I understand that mentality because like if you sign on for like Inception and you're not really thinking about the script, you could be like, I don't know what's happening, but I trust
Dude,
Nolan.
John David Washington said that about Tenet. He
Right.
was like, I don't really get this whole thing.
But
to
you
be
trust
honest.
Christopher Nolan, don't you?
Yeah, you got to have faith in your director.
Man, I trust the Spring Breakers guy. I got a time check. I know it's been like a minute.
It's been a minute,
Oh
dog.
my god.
Why are you timed? We literally just time checked.
Honestly, Jake, can you time check?
Let me time check for you. Oh my god, it's been 3 seconds.
I look down at my penis.
What the fuck is happening?
I hate it here. This room has only caused me pain.
That's real money. That's all of his inheritance.
Dude, why does he have so much fucking money? Nothing's changed.
It's all the money that his wife left him.
See, are you saying the
Why?
character doesn't have an arc?
There's no character arc. There's nothing interesting. The lesson of this movie is that nothing can change. You can be a shit person and still have everything good happen to you.
That makes it even worse than it could possibly be.
See, this is what I mean. This is like a scene where the director's like, oh my god, this is so metaphorical.
I
and
want to
deep."
put the scene of the box office for this movie happening. I want to put that in the movie while it happens.
That's great poetry.
Wow! The director talking to us directly.
Ah, man. God, this movie's so far up its own ass.
He got praised for this role. He got praised for this role.
Come on, give me the credits. Give me the fucking credits. Give it to me. Give it to me.
He got praised. He's laughing like Jared Leto's Joker.
Universal acclaim for the performance. You son of a bitch, give it to me. Directed by. Hit me with directed by. Oh my god, 0.
Fuck you.
I think I made myself pretty clear over the course of the commentary. I'll just briefly restate. Every single element is bad and it has a terrible message. All right, your turn.
Honestly, this is the worst movie we've ever watched for Dealer's Choice. I'm gonna say it.
More than Transmorphers?
Yeah.
Wow.
Transmorphers isn't a film. Like, it's a parody made by a company.
It doesn't count.
It doesn't count. Transmorphers is not a movie. This is a movie where the director thought and made something. And it is the biggest schlock piece of garbage. Comedy means it has to be remotely funny. This movie is not only not funny, none of the acting's interesting. There's no character progression. Nothing happens. It's a waste of an hour and a half of life. You could sit in bed and do absolutely nothing but watch paint dry and spend a better hour and a half than watching this movie. You learn nothing. There is nothing here. There's no substance. Nothing cinematically groundbreaking. None of the shots are interesting. There's nothing going. This should be the golden standard of what not to do in a comedy film. This is devolving a genre.
Almost all of every single piece of comedy, intentional or unintentional in this movie, stemmed back to, wow, Matthew McConaughey is a stoner. Isn't that funny? Isn't he a beach bum? Like, that's the joke.
The title of the film is the joke.
And it's an hour and a half of that being the joke and the butt of all the jokes. And even if you laughed at it at the beginning, which none of us did, but even if you did, it doesn't change. He doesn't change, but also the joke doesn't evolve in any real way.
No.
There's no more comedy after that point. That's it.
Every single scene in this movie is, I'm drunk. Sex boobies.
Yeah. Ian, what's your score?
If this score table was out of 100, negative and positive, it'd be a negative 100. This may be the worst film I have ever fucking watched. And I'm not joking. It's that meaningless. I don't understand how someone can watch this and go, yeah, there's stuff in it. I feel like I just watched a blank screen. Straight up.
Mud, what's your opinion?
Well, I gotta say, so I watched this film in theaters when it came out.
I'm
and
sorry.
I cannot stress this enough. I watched solely based on the poster. because that poster's fucking awesome. That being said, I remember being very numb to it when I left the theater. I didn't like it, but I didn't hate it that much. And now that I'm watching it 2 years later, I can say I don't remember a single bit of this movie. I remember 2 scenes, and it's the 2 scenes that matter the least, which is Zac Efron and Martin Lawrence, because they're just there to kill time in this film. I always said that this film isn't a film. It's vignettes. It's like 15-minute bits of Matthew McConaughey doing something, and then he moves on and he meets a kooky new character. But that's not true. And I didn't realize it wasn't true until I watched this. The first 50 minutes of the film are about him and Isla Fisher and his daughter. And then he goes and has like 3 wacky adventures with Zac Efron, Martin Lawrence, and Snoop Dogg again, who was already in the film. And then it just ends. Ian, you're absolutely right. There's nothing to this film. It's a zero-substance film. It's terribly bad.
Are you going to give it a negative 100 like Ian just
Painfully
did?
bad. No, I'm not giving it a negative 100. I am going to give it a 0.5 because Snoop Dogg is hilarious as himself in this film. The script is for him. He may be lingerie, but he's just Snoop Dogg, and he has some funny lines, and he's the only enjoyable part because he's not trying to be anything other than himself.
Yep.
But on that note, hey guys, happy 2 years of doing Dealer's Choice.
Yep.
Happy.
Ian with the same fucking joke. We're
Happy
just depressed right
2
now.
years.
Well, it's not my fault. Jake started us off with shit. So I'm like, what can I do to match the energy of that?
They got none of the same energy.
I blew it out of the fucking
I'm
water
sorry,
is what
you
I did.
didn't match the energy. You made the energy
Do you
worse.
remember every time, Mud, that you say, oh, Jake, you recommended fucking Electra, you recommended Transmorphers.
Yep.
This is a kill shot.
Yep.
This, like, I would still probably put Transmorphers lower because it's not a
Don't
film.
get me wrong. Transmorphers isn't a film. That's the only reason this is the worst film we've watched.
I'd
I can
still,
live
I'd
with
still
that.
put it lower because this had production value.
I can live with that because I've also hit some highs on this
But
show. You know, I'm
fuck.
not consistently just picking shit.
I've
Yeah.
picked some good movies.
You picked some
I've
good movies?
also picked some bad movies.
That's how it works here.
My worst movie came out the same. Jexy came out in 2019.
Oh my
we
God,
all
29
forgot that.
Yeah, we did.
2019's a bad year for film.
The Lighthouse.
Parasite, Jojo Rabbit.
2019 is a great year for film, but not these films.
Oh.
No.
Uh,
All right, Jake, just let's get out of
Let's
here.
get out of here. Let's go to the next film because, as we all know, or maybe none of us know, this next episode of Dealer's Choice, my pick, is going to go up on July 3rd. So I themed it to Independence Day, and there's no better.
Independence Day.
No, it's not. I didn't say the title of the movie.
I know,
yet.
I know.
So there's actually no better film to pick on Independence Day than a movie that has American in the title and has nothing to do with Independence Day at all. We're watching An American Werewolf in London.